In 2000, I wrote a script called SKARE, a sort of black comedy horror movie. Unfortunately, it got lost in the post. It was shot on 16mm film, and a big disappointment to me at the time, and I didn't think I'd ever remake it. So Chris wanted to make a movie, so I said he could take the script, do what he wanted with it, which he did. Not everything I agreed with, but he did it his way. And thus Beast came about. Changed the title, changed some of the characters' names. I think my major gripe with his changes was turning the male character, the escaped prisoner, into the hero.
When all you ever think about is escaping, when the chance comes, the last thing you worry about are a few cuts and bruises.
Where I like the idea of the woman getting away with it.
Well, you're not allowed. I wouldn't do it now, even if you begged me.
But that's a small point, that's just personal taste. And then I said to Chris to go ahead and do what he wants. I'd help out in a little way, but it's his baby, his project, and I didn't have a lot of involvement in the filming. Filmed a little bit I got a little gym in the garage there, so the gym scenes in Beast were shot in there.
In case you haven't noticed, Alice, I'm not interested.
I thought you should know, that's all.
At the end of the garden, we did some close-up woodland effects and stabbing. Was it throat slitting or something I did there? With speed filming, which was Chris's baby at the time, to film as quickly as possible and get it done as fast as possible, though it did actually end up taking 5 years. But that was production and writing and everything else. There were a few stumbling blocks along the way, and I think he got a bit disillusioned. I don't think he quite realised how difficult it is to make a film, but I did my best to encourage him, often by using reverse psychology, by sort of saying, oh, you'll never finish, you'll never get this done, and I think that maybe rallied him on to actually complete it, if only to spite me, and he did finish it eventually. And it's enjoyable, you know, it's a laugh, sometimes for the wrong reasons, but it's technically it could be a little bit better, but then because he's learning all the time, and hopefully next film the sound will be better and there won't be out of focus shots and a few little things like that, but you know, for a first attempt it's an enjoyable view, and I didn't realise I would then go on and remake another version of SKARE myself, but I stuck more to my original concept because that was my original concept, and Chris did his version, so the two, although have quite a few similarities, the ending certainly is very, very different, and the approach, you know, mine is more wordy and Chris is more visual. Chris's has a lot more locations and a bigger cast, although I kept mine quite tight and claustrophobic, but that makes them two different versions of the same idea, and if anybody wanted to watch both of them, you'd see they're quite different. At present, I'm not involved in any productions. I'd like to make lots of films, but money, if you're not getting returns on the previous productions, it's difficult to get finance, but I'm sort of stuck with the horror fantasy genre now because that's what I'm known for, and I suppose they are good fun to make, and if I got the opportunity I'd like to do something later in the year or next year, but I can't really say what yet because I don't know, sadly.